think a robot destroyed my printer, so I have to use this tablet now. I feel like Moses. Platinum Games make games such as Bayonetta, Wonderful 101, Astral Chain, and Vanquish. I have nothing humorous to open this review with. This is about Vanquish. Not to be confused with Vanquish, a story about a quiche made in the shape of a van, who set out on a quest to discover what happened to his quiche friends at Sandra's afternoon tea. Vanquish is a third-person, fast-paced, futuristic shooter. Based in the future, it's got robots that want to kill you. That doesn't exist in real life, right? That robot was harmless. It was just bringing people sushi, that's all. Look at him, he's nice. I think a robot destroyed my printer.
I think a robot destroyed my printer.
Yeah, actually, fuck that. Right, I don't have much time. Let's get on with this. You play as a character named Sam, and you're in a squadron of fighters. You see, you're in a world where the majority of humans were killed off for the benefit of a few rich men, completely out of the realms of possibility in real life. Speaking of complete and utter fiction, they attack the once beautiful San Francisco and leave it in a total rundown mess. This is also a world where there's a female president. The organization you represent is called DARPA. I don't know what that stands for. I'll just make it up. Dave and Rodney perform a number of activities involving chess. DARPA has given Sam a special suit that has AR capabilities and also enables him to perform physical abilities that he couldn't otherwise perform. I bet you he couldn't scratch his balls in that though. So the game starts off with you rescuing a scientist. Russians are the bad guys. Americans have to save the day using the Second Amendment. Hurrah! You can tell I'm summarizing the story. It's complicated. It's got some betrayal, it's got some humor. It's a story, yeah? The story is really good and it has so much more lore than you would expect from this type of game. So if you're into that thing, then you'll have a great time. You're helped out by a woman named Elena.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but your new friends don't seem too fond of you. Sam, remember why we're here.
This game is catering to a certain demographic. All the men in the game sort of talk like that cliched American Marine sort of America, you know. They share showers, they share bunks together.
Oh yeah, this is Sam. DARPA sent him to come along with us.
They whip each other with towels, they swear. John Cena! Vanquish. This is your squad mate, and I think your commanding officer, Burns. He goes wherever Sam goes, and he makes sure of it.
You want me to sacrifice an entire unit to help 3 men? No, me do it. You just keep your eyes up my ass.
No one but me touches dead ass.
This is so unnecessary, but it's pretty cool. If you go into cover, you press a button and he pulls out a cigarette and smokes it. It's so badass and cool. If this was made today, he'd be vaping probably. I've seen a guy vape. He smelled like the death of culture. And boysenberry. So the levels are a nice length and the checkpoints are fair. And the levels actually end with a score point tally screen, if you care about points. But I think it's rude to point. Sorry. The combat is so much fun. It's so fun to jump over the barricade, slide over there, throw an MP3 grenade, EMP grenade over robots, and throw a normal grenade, and shoot robots. So you can switch between 3 weapons at a time. You can also upgrade your weapons by picking up these green upgrade blocks, which give you more power or more bullet carrying capacity. Usually the best weapons for each scenario are given before the scenario takes place. So for example, if there are enemies going to be in the distance, it'll probably give you a sniper rifle. But also it encourages you to find your favorite loadout and stick with that. Also, when you take damage and you're about to die, it goes into the AR mode automatically, which is when time slows down and it gives you a sort of second wind, a second chance to come back into the fight, or you could just cry and vape. You can also manually initiate AR mode by dodging while aiming, which is fun. It sort of reminds you of Max Payne in a way, but it's not very bullet timey. But the more you do this, the more it overheats your suit, and if your suit overheats, you'll get used to hearing this noise, believe me. And when you're overheated, you can't slide or use AR, so use it sparingly, please. It's one of those games where explaining the gameplay just won't do it justice. You have to play it.
You know, I think that shock treatment actually fixed my back problems. Bet you can get one of those things on eBay.
Ha ha ha! There are some battles that have quick time events. I failed this one. But they're not obsessed with quick time events like most games of this generation were. So it's fine. Yes, this game is corny and full of American cliches and man, cigarette, beer, and upskirts and vaginas and guns. But you know what rhymes with gun? Fun. You're shooting robots, shooting bad guys, shooting giant jellyfish, throwing grenades, planting explosives while Burns watches you from behind closely.
Someone blow that thing up.
Sam, remember the high explosives equipped in the suit?
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Well, that's why they call me Burns.
Someone blow that thing.
You know when a game just feels good to play? This is one of those games. And you should try it. Try it now. Buy it. Play it. Try it. Play it. Thai. Play it. Muay Thai. Do it. 8.5 out of me. 10. Me. Gives the game. Subscribe. Why? Because it's my channel. Subscribe.